Welcome to YouTube channel. Myself, Dr. E. Komaraya, Assistant Professor of Mathematics, Sri Rajarajeshwara Government Arts and Science College, Karimnagar, Telangana, India. Today I am going to discuss about change of a coordinate matrix. This is change of a coordinate matrix. So first of all, what are the coordinates? Now what are the coordinates? Let us suppose S is equals to alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha n be a basis of a vector space V of f, and a vector beta belongs to V of f. Then beta can be written as linear combination of elements in S. That's why beta is equals to a1 alpha 1, a2 alpha 2 up to so on an alpha n. Each ai belongs to f. Now the vector a1, a2 up to so on an is called coordinate vector of beta with respect to the basis S, and it is represented by beta of S. This one, it is represented by beta of S. That means coordinates of beta with respect to S, that is coordinate vector of beta with respect to S is given by a1, a2 to so on an. This means that coordinate vector of beta, this basis with respect to the basis S, are given by a1, a2 up to so on an. Now let us take one example. Suppose b is equals to 1 0 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 is a basis of R cube, and let us take a vector x is equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3 belongs to R cube. Now 1 comma 2 comma 3 can be written as linear combination of vectors in elements in B, that is 1 comma 2 comma 3 is equals to minus 1 into 1 0 0 plus minus 1 into 1 1 0 plus 3 into 1 1 1. Therefore the coordinate vector of x with respect to the basis B is given by minus 1 and 3. These are the coordinates minus 1 and 3. That's why coordinate vector is minus 1 and 3 with respect to the basis B of a vector space R cube. Is here vector space is the R cube. Now let us take another basis we can take. So if we consider the another basis of R cube, that is C is equals to 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 1 0 is also a basis of R cube. Now the same vector x 1 2 3, in the earlier case also 1 2 3 vector can be written as linear combination of elements of C, that is 2 into 0 1 1 plus 1 into 1 0 1 plus 0 into 1 1 1. These are the coordinates. Now the coordinate vector of x with respect to the basis C, in the earlier case with respect to the basis B, now it is coordinate vector with respect to the basis C is given by 2 1 0 2 1 0. This is the coordinate vector of x with respect to the basis C. In the earlier case, same vector can be written as linear combination of elements in two different bases. Then coordinates will be changed, different coordinates. Now the problem is, now we are going to find a coordinate change vector from B to C. If the coordinates of x with respect to B is known, then we can find the coordinate vectors of same x with respect to another basis C. That is our problem. Instead of finding all these things, directly we can find coordinate vector of x with respect to C by using a matrix that is known as coordinate change matrix. Now we are going to find a coordinate change matrix from B to C. Now coordinate change matrix. Let B equals to B1, B2 up to so on Bn, and capital C equals to C1, C2 up to Cn are two bases of a vector space V. Then the coordinate change matrix from a basis B2 from basis C is denoted by P B2C. Matrix P basis B2C, and it is defined as P B2C equals to the coordinate vector of B1 with respect to C, comma coordinate vector of B2 with respect to C, coordinate vector of Bn with respect to C. Each coordinate vector is a n component vector. That's why P from B to C becomes a n by n matrix. The dimension of V is n, since its basis consists n vectors here, B1, B2, Bn. That's why its dimension is n. Then coordinate change matrix from B to C consists is a n by n square matrix. Here each B1 is a n component vector like this n component vector A1, A2, An. That's why each B1C, B2C is a n component vector. That's why P becomes n by n matrix. This is known as coordinate change matrix from B to C. If we want C to B, we can take C1, B1, C2, B2 with respect to like that, reversely. Now if x is any vector in V, vector space V, and its coordinate vector and the coordinate vector of x is a vector in V and its coordinate vector is xb, that is with respect to beta. Coordinate vector of x with respect to the basis B is xb. Sorry, it is B, not x, it is B. Okay. Now let x is any vector in V, and the coordinate vector of x with respect to the basis B is xb. Then the coordinate vector of x with respect to C is given by coordinate change matrix from B to C into coordinate vector of x with respect to B. If xb is known, if coordinate vector of x with respect to B is known, then coordinate vector of x with respect to C is given by P B to C into coordinate vector of x with respect to B. This is the formula to find coordinate vector of x with respect to C when coordinate vector of x with respect to B is known. Now here each x B and C are bases of V, they are linearly independent. Then the coordinate vectors also linearly independent. That's why P from B to C is a non-singular matrix. Then P inverse exists. Now pre-multiplying this equation by B to C whole inverse, then we have P B to C whole inverse into xc equals to coordinate vector of x with respect to B. This is the relation between coordinate vector of C and coordinate vector of x with respect to B, where P from B to C, coordinate vector from B to C whole inverse is nothing but a coordinate vector from C to B, is nothing but coordinate vector from C to B, this one. Coordinate vector of C to B is nothing but inverse of coordinate vector of B to C. These things you keep in your mind. These are very, very important formulas to find the coordinate vectors of a vector with respect to some basis B. Now let us take one example. If B equals to 1 0 and 1 1 and C is equals to 1 2 3 1 are two bases of R square. These are the two bases of R square. Then find the coordinate change matrix from B to C. Now let us see. Now coordinate change matrix from B to C is B1, coordinates of B1 with respect to C, coordinates of B2 with respect to C. Now our problem is we have to find the coordinates of B1 with respect to the C and coordinates of B2 with respect to the C. Here this is the B1, this is the B2. Now B1 is 1 comma 0. 1 comma 0 can be written as linear combination of elements of C, that is A into 1 comma 2, B into 3 comma 1. Now adding these two vectors, it is A plus 3B plus 2A plus B. Equating equations on both sides, we have 2A plus B equal to 0 and A plus 3B equals to 1. 2A plus B equal to 0 implies B equals to minus 2A, and A plus 3B equal to 0 implies we get, by simplifying, we get A is equals to minus 1 by 5, B is equals to 2 by 5. Therefore, the coordinate vector of B1 with respect to C is given by minus 1 by 5 and 2 by 5. This is the coordinate vector with respect to C of B1. And similarly, now we can find the coordinate vector of B2 with respect to same basis C. That is B2 is 1 comma 1. It can be written as linear combination of vectors in C, A into 1 comma 2 plus, this is same as the previous one. This is 2A plus 3B, 2A plus B. Equating the equations on both sides, we have A plus 3B is 1 and 2A plus B also 1. A plus 3B is 1, 2A plus B is 1, A plus 3B is 1. Solving these two equations by using ordinary method, we get A is equals to 2 by 5 and B equals to 1 by 5. Therefore, the coordinate vector of B1 with respect to C is given by 2 by 5, 1 by 5. Therefore, the coordinate change matrix from B to C is given by, this is the B1 of C, this is the B2 of C, that is minus 1 by 5, 2 by 5 and 2 by 5 and 1 by 5. This is the coordinate change matrix from B to C. Now let us take one simple example. If suppose the coordinates of a vector x with respect to B, so we don't know what is x, for that x, the coordinates of x, that particular x with respect to B are 6 comma 4. Then what are the coordinates of same x with respect to the basis C? The coordinates of x with respect to B, basis B is known. Then what are the coordinates of x same with respect to C? B is same problem, 1 0 and 1 1. C is 1 3 2 3 1. Same thing we can take here. Now, according to the formula, coordinates of x with respect to C equals to coordinate change matrix from B to C into coordinates of x with respect to B. That is the matrix coordinate change matrix from B to C into XB. By multiplying these two matrices, we will have minus 6 by 5 plus 8 by 5. It becomes 2 by 5 and 12 by 5 plus 4 by 5. It is 16 by 5. This is the coordinate change matrix for x with respect to the basis C. The same x can be written as linear combination of elements of C. The coordinates are 2 comma 5 and 16 by 15. Now let us check. Actually we don't know what is x here, but x is here. The x coordinates with respect to matrix B is 6 comma 4. That's why x can be written as 6 into B1 1 comma 0 and 4 into B2 1 comma 1. Actually that x is 10 comma 4. For same x with respect to the basis of C, the coordinates we are getting 2, 5 and 16 by 5. Now we can write like this. Express x as a linear combination of elements of C, that is x is equals to some 2 by 5 into 1 comma 2 plus 16 by 5 into 3 comma 1. Then same we will get same 10 by 4. That's why these coordinates are correct with respect to the basis C. That is, the coordinates of x with respect to B is known. Now we can, using the coordinate change matrix, we can find the coordinates of same vector with respect to the another basis C, that is given by the formula P B2C into XB. This is the very important in the problems. And let us take another type of example, that is involving polynomials. If suppose B is equals to 1 comma x comma 1 plus x square and C is equals to 1 plus x comma x square are two bases of a vector space P2 of x. P2 of x means a vector space of all polynomials of degree at most 2. Then find what is the coordinate change matrix from B to C. Now the coordinate change matrix from B to C is given by coordinates of P with respect P means 1 here. The elements of B are P comma Q comma R. That's why P from B to C is nothing but a matrix whose columns are P of C, Q of C and R of C. P of C is the coordinates of 1 with respect to the basis C, and Q of C is the coordinates of x with respect to C. R of C is the coordinates of 1 plus x square with respect to the basis C. Now we can find the coordinates of each vector in B with respect to the basis C. Now P equals to 1. First element in B is 1. 1 can be written as linear combination of vectors elements in C, that is A into 1 plus x. Vectors in C are 1 plus x comma 1. That's why 1 can be written as A into 1 plus x, B into x, C into x square. By simplify collecting the coefficients, x powers, the constant is x and x coefficient is a plus b, here a and here b, and x square coefficient is c. Now equating the coefficients of x square and constants, we get constant a equals to 1 and b equals to a equals to 1, then b equals to a plus b is 0, b equals to minus 1, and there is no x square coefficient, that's why c will be 0, c 0 and b minus 1, a 1. Therefore the coordinates of 1 with respect to the basis c is 1 comma minus 1 comma 0. This is the coordinate vector of 1 with respect to the basis c. Similarly, we can find the coordinate vector of x with respect to the basis c, another element in B, that is x. That's why again x, that is q, we represent it as q equals to x equals to same thing. You will get same this expression. You get same expression on the right hand side, that is here a plus bx, this cannot change, same thing we will have linear combination of elements of C. That's why a plus bx cx square. Now equating the coefficients on both sides, the constant term, there is no constant term on the left side, that's why a will be 0, and there is no x square term in the left side, that's why c will be 0, and a plus b is 1, that's why a already is 0, b equals to 1. Therefore the coordinates of x with respect to this basis c is given by 0, 1, 0. This is the coordinate vector of x with respect to c. Now let us take last element 1 plus x square. r is equals to 1 plus x square. It can be written as linear combination of 1 plus x comma x square. Therefore it is a plus bx plus cx square. This is same, this cannot change. This is same, this cannot change. Now equating the coefficients on both sides. There is no constant term is 1 on the left hand side. This is 1, and that's why a equals to 1, and x square term c also equals to 1, and a plus b is 0. That's why a is minus b, or b is minus a. B equals to minus a. That's why b equals to minus 1. Therefore by equating the coefficients on both sides, we get a equals to 1, and b equals to minus 1, and c equals to 1. Then we have 1 plus x square, coordinates of 1 plus x square with respect to the basis c are given by 1 comma minus 1 comma 1. Therefore the coordinate change matrix from B to C is given by 1 coordinates of 1 with respect to C, coordinates of x with respect to C, coordinates of 1 plus x square with respect to C. That is 1 minus 1 0, and 0 1 0, and 1 minus 1 0. This is the coordinate change matrix from B to C. Now how we can find coordinate change matrix from C to B? By taking the inverse of this matrix. If the coordinates of an element in the vector space with respect to B is known, then the coordinates of same element in vector space with respect to C are given by multiply this matrix with the coordinates vectors of element with respect to B. This is the process to find the coordinate change of a basis with respect to a vector. Okay, this is very useful to find the coordinates of an element. If with respect to the one basis is known, then we can find the coordinates of same vector with respect to the another basis. That's why the P from B to C is known as coordinate change matrix from B to C. The B coordinates is known, we can find the C coordinates of the vector. Okay. Thank you.